your astrologer Wonder Girl, taking you to new heights. Here is your daily forecast for the day of Sunday, September 24th, 2017. Now, before I get started, I just want to say thank you so much to everyone for your comments yesterday and all your kind words to me about just feeling better, about my makeup. I really do appreciate how sweet you are to me, so thank you so much. I'm feeling a little bit better. I spent a lot of today, to be honest with you, just trying to clean my apartment, wash some clothes, take a shower, and just do all of that, because I feel like a big part of the reason why I'm not feeling well, I think there's a lot more to it. I think I'm legit not feeling well, but I think a big part of it too is because I just feel like my life is a mess and all over the place, and I just need to get it in order. And of course, the sun moving into Libra, which rules my 4th house of home, I'm like, I have to clean, I have to get everything right. So I spent a lot doing that, and that is making me feel a little bit better. Although right now my head's hurting a little bit and my throat is a little sore because it's past my bedtime. So I'm gonna do this really quickly and get it out there for y'all and do it. So without further delay, let's go into the astrology. What we've got happening today, here is the moon right here, still in Scorpio, hanging out, okay, and it's finishing up what it was doing at the very end of yesterday with its sextile over here to Pluto and the sextile over to Mercury, okay. And so what that is bringing up, of course, with the moon in Scorpio, is bringing up some deep feelings going on here, okay, that aren't always easy when you've got Scorpio involved. Big fears, some insecurities could be coming up that you need to deal with in some way, okay. Scorpio also rules changes. I normally say endings and beginnings in a lot of ways, ending something, beginning another. Maybe we're thinking a lot about some changes that we want or need to make in our life. And it also rules just shared resources, trying to figure out how we can better share our resources, our time, money, space, whatever it is that we have with other people that can be a little jarring or uncomfortable at first, having to share with other people and make big changes and things like that, okay. So that's the kind of stuff that is coming up with the sextile to Mercury here. It has a lot to do about your job or your daily routines, okay. Because this is for all signs, I want to do it more abstractly, so it probably has to do something with just changing what you do on the day-to-day, thinking very differently, maybe about how you organize your life and things like that. I think that is a big thing that's just coming into play, thinking what do you have to end and begin to have a better routine, to do life better, okay. And that's a big thing happening there. And of course the sextile over here to Pluto and Capricorn, which rules like your career. If I want to get specific here, really hoping that some of these changes that you're trying to make, or relationships, sharing resources with people, would not only help you better organize your routines, but also help you move up in the world or create some kind of reputation for you that you're hoping for, okay. And I think really getting deep here, figuring out what you want to change about your life or what needs to end or begin, is really then going to help you figure out what your daily routines need to look like and where your life is going in some way, all right. I think that is the big thing. And as I said, moon here, even though you need to make these changes, and even though these changes are going to be good for you, then maybe not feeling too good at first while you're making them. Okay, so that's what's happening. Still feeling a little bit of that today as we move through the day. Well, actually at 4 a.m. Mountain time, so before you even wake up, in like 4 hours from now, the moon is going to square the nodes here. And when the moon squares, or when any planet squares the nodes, to me it's like a big arrow. Do you see this? It's like a big arrow right here pointing at this spot, saying there are seriously some changes you have to make in life, or some like deep feelings you need to experience, and some things that are going on, and to just not forget that, okay. I think a lot of times when we have squares to the nodes, we want to forget about these deep feelings that we have. We want to forget about these changes. We want to not get into relationships and share with other people and collaborate in a really intimate way. And I think the lesson of today is, even if you don't feel like you want to experience these deep feelings, even if these things that are coming up for you are not good, you really do have to sit with them, and you really do have to feel them and understand them, okay, in order to make better plans moving forward and to figure out where your direction is next in life. And now is not a time to pretend that you don't feel things and to ignore all of that, because I think it could hurt you later if you don't deal with some of this stuff that's coming up inside you, okay. So I think that is what is happening there. There could also be some uncomfortable feelings here with the moon later on, gonna make a trine to Chiron to bringing up some insecurities about yourself, about who you are on the inside, about the past in some ways that you're really just trying to learn how to overcome and to break through, so that you really can begin to change your life to have more of the life that it is that you really want, okay? And needing to feel these feelings so that you can figure out where your life is going and what needs to change and what is or isn't working. All right. What else do I have here? Maybe some unexpected things coming up as well here, because we do have Jupiter in an opposition with Uranus. So us really trying to work with other people and to form relationships with other people perhaps, but having some unexpected things come up that are very close to us and very important to our hearts in some way, that are preventing us from maybe having some of the relationships that it is that we want, or making some of the commitments that we want, or working with other people, and really needing to think very differently about some unexpected things that may have come up, because we do have Uranus and a quincunx here with the moon today, thinking about some of these unexpected things just a little bit differently, so that we can begin to move forward and make some big decisions that we need to make and about where our life is going, okay? Squares to the nodes can also indicate big decisions, and these big decisions for you are going to have a lot to do with what do you want? What do you want? Where's your life going? Trying to figure out the direction of your life based on something that you're feeling inside, okay? So that is happening there. And then what else? And then at the very end of the day, we've also got the moon, which is going to move into Sagittarius, okay? And it's going to come here from Scorpio, and it's going to move in there. And that's actually not going to happen until late at night, so you probably won't even feel this until you wake up in the morning. But the moon's going to move into Sagittarius at 10 p.m. So after we've been dealing with all of these really, really hard feelings about what we do or do not want, trying to get deep in a lot of ways, I think things are going to lighten up. I guess, should I say lighten up? Because the moon is eventually going to meet with Saturn and Sagittarius, but Sagittarius is generally a little bit of a lighter sign, more adventurous, more excitable. And so after we've been getting really deep, I think we're going to start to try to find our passion again, and try to try new things, and try to adventure and expand our life based on some of the feelings that come up now, okay? And really having to deal with some of that stuff. The moon as well going to sextile the sun too, at the very, very end of the day, really making it a good time for us to initiate things and to act on new plans, and to really start to put plans into place, and to see what sticks and what doesn't, and to go from there. And so I think now we're trying to figure out, what plans do we want to initiate? Where do we want to go? What do we want to try? And I think you need to sit with some feelings first. I know I've said that so many times in this video, but I think you need to sit with some feelings first before the moon in Sagittarius hits, and you start figuring out what new things to do and where to explore, okay? I also think that's another thing I do want to mention. Saturn here has been in Sagittarius for the past 2.5 years. It's going to leave in December, very end of December, beginning of January, and going to move into Capricorn. Will also be for the next 2.5 years. And when Saturn is in Sagittarius, it is a great time to explore. It is a great time to try and do new things that you haven't done before, and to go there. And so I just want to let everyone know, like, if there's something that you want to do that you haven't done, or that you've been thinking about for a while, I don't know why I want to say this, but like, now is the time to do it. And you definitely want to do it before Saturn moves into Capricorn at the end of this year, because once Saturn moves into Capricorn, it is not a time to do something new, to try a bunch of different things, to an experiment. It's time to build on the new things that have come to you. And so I think one thing that I really want to impress upon you is that if there's something that you've been dying to do and you haven't done about your life, redirecting it, whatever, try the best you can to really begin to start it and to initiate it and to move forward on that before Saturn moves into Capricorn, like on Christmas, right around there, okay? And I think if you can do that, then it's going to be a lot easier for you when Saturn's in Capricorn, and it's going to be a lot better for you to build on the new things that come to you right now. And I think we're making a lot of changes right now in life, so that when Saturn does move into Capricorn, the stage will be set in a lot of ways with what we're dealing with for the next 2.5 years, and to really try to cram everything in now. Okay, so that's there. I got a little off track, but that's what's happening. Mars also in an opposition with Neptune. I've been talking about this for a few weeks. So wanting to organize our life, wanting to think about our job and our daily routines and be really practical, but being confused about stuff going on inside us, about some feelings, about some things from our past, needing to believe, even if things don't feel like they're gonna work out, needing to have faith. and explore our options, I think, is another thing that's coming up there. Mercury too, about to square Saturn, so really needing to try something new in your daily routines, do something you haven't done before, go on a little bit of an adventure, which will come in more tonight when the moon moves into Sagittarius. But I think that's a big thing that's coming up. Right now we're trying to figure out what it is that we want so that we can do something new and try that, okay? I think that's just like a big thing happening. And what else is going on? I think that is it. That's all I want to say. Here, Saturn about to trine the North Node too. That's going to take a while. It may take another week because they both move kind of slow. Really helping us, whatever we commit to now, whatever new thing we do, I think is going to have staying power and is going to help us to do more of what we like and love in our life, and to just really focus on doing something new and fitting all that in. I definitely consider astrology a new thing that I'm doing that I haven't done before. That's my Saturn and Sagittarius thing that I'm hoping in Capricorn will just help me to build on that and to use that to move up in the world, because that's what Capricorn rules, ruling the 10th house of career. So just think about that. Think about that today, and hopefully that helps. I don't know why I wanted to say that, but there that is. And then I gotta pull your card here. Your card for today is the King of Swords. So this to me is going to be a lot about your mind and your ideas going on here. Vision. I think a lot of this is vision for the future. What is your vision? Where do you see your life going? Yeah. I think that's good. I think you want to think about it. Of course, being swords, so swords has a lot to do with the mind, although it's kind of funny because we have a lot of water energy going on here. But I think the swords thinking is a big thing today, and of course the king being a master of his thoughts happening. So I think it's good to see where your life is going, to envision where your life is going, and to not be so scared and to not let your thoughts run away with you about things that may or may not happen, that are not true, and to really get a handle on things and to put some solid strategies and plans in place so that you can move forward on your vision and achieve the things that you want to achieve, okay? And maybe seeking out advice if you need advice with the King of Swords, to give someone else advice as well if you feel like your life is all set, and just to really be able to move forward in a way where your mind is on board too with your heart, and vice versa, and to be able to move forward in that kind of way. Okay, so that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching my horoscope. I hope you liked it. If you do, please like it on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends, and I will talk to you later.